La 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 Lulu, hi. Hey guys, what's up? My name is Megan. Welcome back to my channel. For today's video, I'm giving you 20 college life hacks that will help you survive your first year of college, or just make it a little bit easier. Because why are we gonna make things harder than it already is? If you're new to my channel, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. Also turn on my post notifications, that way you get notified every time I post a video because I'm pretty cool. Before I forget, I'm gonna announce the giveaway winner right here. I don't know who it is yet, but today the giveaway ended, so the giveaway winner will be right here on the screen. Don't know who it is yet, but they're right here. I'll DM you on Instagram and send that palette right out to you guys. And if you did not win, don't worry, there's more giveaways in the future. We're so close to hitting 500 subscribers, and I don't know, there might be a little back to school giveaway for college students, so just stay tuned. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. So you're in college. Welcome to the real world. Now let me tell you something about college students. There's always this phrase that college students are broke. College students are poor. College students don't have any freaking money, and let me tell you, it's really true, and honestly it's pretty sad. So I recommend downloading Uni Days. This is actually a very useful hack. My older sister told me about it. It's basically an app for college students. You put your EDU address up in there, and you get discounts to a lot of things. Let me tell you, you get 15% discounts to ColourPop. You get 30% off discounts from Pretty Little Thing. Like what? They give you clothing discounts. There's discounts on food depending on what area you live in. It's just a good app to find discounts for college students, so I definitely recommend downloading that. Another life hack is pretty simple, and it should be ingrained in your head by now if you've been watching a lot of these, is shop for your books online / on Amazon, or wait until you actually need them. Because let me tell you, there's year after year, semester after semester, professors, put books on their syllabus saying that you need this book. You need it every single day in class, and then you get the book that's probably like $100 and something because books aren't cheap in college, and you never freaking use it. So why spend all that money to buy a book that you don't even need? So I would just wait it out, see if you actually do need it, and if you do need it, get it on Amazon, get Amazon Prime, you get it 6 months free for a college student, so just do it. Number 3 is when you're writing research essays, guys, this is college. We can't be using Wikipedia or just unknown sources. That's not good enough anymore. So I really recommend when you're looking for information for any type of research essay or any type of essay in general, just use scholar.google.com. This is a website, obviously by Google, that when you type things in, it's literally just gonna bring you up scholarly articles, and that is the most credible type of information you can possibly have in an essay. So that way you don't have to be worried about whether or not it's credible or not and getting docked down on your paper that you spent like 3 days on and you were crying over and stressing over. Just know that all the citations are credible, so you're good. Number 4 is a preference, but I honestly really think it works, is use index cards for studying. I don't know if I'm the only one that learns this way, but I could write stuff on index cards. I can read them over just a few times, and for some reason I grasp it like easier than just highlighting and writing down notes all the time. Something in my brain is just like, oh my god, we're clicking. So I honestly recommend using index cards for studying. Number 5 life hack will help you in the long run is actually go to class. I know you're in college, you're not near your parents, you like sleep. Trust me, I like sleep. And let me tell you, I'm a very hypocritical because there are times I don't ever go to class. There was a period of time where I didn't go to my government class for 3 weeks. But for very good measure, I was sick for part of it. I went to Coachella for part of it. There was a lot of things going on, but it's fine because I have friends in the class that can give me notes. It's fine, it's fine. But I'm serious, actually go to class because 1, you learn. 2, you're paying for it, so it's not like public school where if you missed school, it didn't really matter. Well, it did kind of, but it didn't really matter. You're actually paying for this. You're actually getting into debt because of this class, so I recommend actually going to that class and not be lazy like me. Number 6 is keep junk food out of sight so you don't gain the freshman 15. Now, of course, I preach this all the time. Freshman 15 sucks. It sucks so bad that you kind of have a little breakdown because of it. But I really recommend not having a bunch of junk food inside your own room, because honestly, if you just have the junk food really readily available to you, that's all you're gonna eat. And that, because why are you gonna walk up to go get healthy? stuff that's probably like across campus. Like, no, you're gonna eat those bag of Oreos that are right by you if you're hungry. So I really recommend on just keeping the junk food out of sight. That way you don't gain all those extra pounds, because we don't want that. We really don't. Number 7, I really recommend on doing this right before you actually start college or in the summer before college, is getting a LinkedIn account, which is a business account that companies can find you on, where your resume, portfolio, and all that's on, and cleaning up your social media. So what I mean by that is, if your email address is like hitandlover23@gmail.com, like, please no, create a separate email. First name, last name, maybe 2 numbers is perfectly fine. Like, it doesn't need to be all extra. And by cleaning up your social media, guys, you're in college for potential jobs. A lot of employers do look at your social media accounts. So if you are posting pictures of you getting, pretty wasted on Saturday night and you have an interview Monday, there's a potential that they might see that because it's the weekend before your interview. So I really recommend on cleaning it up. And if you're gonna post those party things, I really recommend doing it on Snapchat, because there's no way they can see your Snapchat. I mean, Instagram, keep your Instagram pretty clean is what I'm saying. And your Facebook. Just keep it all around clean, guys. Number 8 will save you in the long run. If you're like me and you forget stuff like way too easily before like the week it's due, like as soon as you get your syllabus from your teachers, make sure to write every single big event, like midterms, essay due dates, finals, like all that type of stuff in your planner the moment you get your syllabus, because let me tell you, you're gonna forget, you're gonna freaking struggle the week before test is due, or maybe the day before, and you're gonna like cram, and that's not great. Just having it planned out, that way you're aware of it already, you see it. And I really recommend only doing this for big events, because little assignments like homework and all that can always change, syllabuses change all the time, but most of the time essay due dates, midterms, and finals are like concrete, like they're not changing. So I really recommend on doing that. 9 is, guys, a huge life hack is just checking your school email like every single day, like 3 to 4 times a day. I check mine like constantly throughout the day, especially now. Like I check it all the time, even though I'm not in class right now. It saves your life for the better. 1, a teacher can post that they cancel class for that day and you don't have to get up and actually go to that class. Like 1, that's the biggest thing. 2, you might see that the teacher sent out like a notice that like an assignment is due later than it actually is, or earlier than it actually is, and that's really important to know, or that you need something for that day in class and like you forgot it, like all these things. Also, your school sends out a bunch of like job postings, interview postings, activities going on in school, where to get free food. Like your school email is your best friend during school, so I really recommend checking it every single day, and not like you did in high school where you only used it for collaborative essays. Like I really just recommend checking your school email like literally at least 3 times a day. Number 10, my biggest life hacks is especially for studying and remembering stuff for tests, is write your notes versus typing now. Hear me out there. I know I recommended on you guys bringing a laptop to school, because there is a lot of work you have to do on a laptop. However, I feel personally, 1, I can't write notes on laptop, like that's too much. Like I don't have the capabilities of doing that for some weird reason. And 2, I feel you get distracted easily on a laptop because there's the internet. And let me tell you, the internet is a wonderful thing, especially if you can just, plug in your earphones really quick, sit in the back and just watch a bunch of YouTube videos while a lecture is going on. So that's why I really recommend on just bringing notebooks to class, like little notebooks. You can write your notes down, and guys, you remember more when you write it down than actually typing, so it comes handy in the long run when it's time to study and, get that A on that test. Number 11 is, guys, download Grammarly. If you have not seen the commercials for this, if you have not seen the promos for this, it is an app. It's like a built-in browser extension or something like that for your computer. I think it's only on Google Chrome, but I can be wrong, I'm not sure. It's basically a service that goes through your whole entire writing when you're writing emails or essays, and it looks not at just the spelling, because we all have spell check, but the actual grammar of how you're saying things. It suggests things to you on how to properly say stuff, how to make it look more professional. It's an amazing thing, especially in college when you're trying to sound more sophisticated email, trying to sound, not illiterate. So I really recommend on downloading Grammarly. Number 12 is really iffy, because I know a lot of people have had situations in their life where they always have their phone on for certain reasons, and I totally understand that. But if you're someone who really can't cut the distractions outside noise or from your phone, I really recommend on putting your phone on airplane mode when you're trying to study or write an essay, because let me tell you how many times I get distracted personally from my phone when I'm trying to write an essay that's due literally the next day because, you know, I'm a procrastinator. Like, if you just put your phone on airplane mode for like an hour, get stuff done, take a little 10-minute break, see what's going on, go back, like, you're gonna be good, you're gonna be fine. The 13th hack also has to do with your phone is how you wake up in the morning. So for most people, your phone is your alarm clock in college, because why wouldn't it be your alarm clock in college? But since it's so close to you, a lot of people just hit snooze multiple times until it's like 10 minutes before class and you're literally running out of your dorm trying to make it in time. So what I recommend is, if you're a heavy sleeper or if you're someone who constantly always presses snooze, is put your phone far away from you, like maybe on your desk, maybe farther from that, depending, you know, on what your situation is. When the ringer goes off in the morning, you have to physically get up to turn it off, and that way you're already out of the bed. That way you can get your day started and you don't have to be running out the door all late in your pajamas for class. Number 14, I learned this previously last semester in a business class, is have an elevator speech prepared for any situations when you walk into important people on campus or people that you can have potential job interviews or internships from. So what an elevator speech is, literally that is time span of what an elevator, you know, ride would be. It's a 60-second speech of where you introduce yourself, you say what college you go to, your major, all of that, say that you're very interested in the industry that the person that you're talking to is in, if they can have your contact information, if you can drop by a resume, if you can drop them your email, like all that type of stuff. And it's really important to have that ready, just because you never know who you're gonna meet or who you're gonna, you know, be in an elevator with. So I really recommend on working on an elevator speech beforehand. The 15th college life hack is sit in the front of the class. Now, I know a lot of people, especially me, because I have friends in my class, that they don't ever want to sit in the front of class, but I have no one in my classes this semester, so I'm probably gonna have to sit in the front of the class, is you actually pay so much more attention. You are less likely to fall asleep. Let me tell you that, because I fall asleep a lot in class. So you're less likely to fall asleep because you don't want the teacher staring at you or making fun of you. So like, less likely to fall asleep in class. And two, you're actually gonna pay attention and you're most likely gonna learn a lot instead of sitting in the back where you can easily get distracted, watch stuff on your phone, text, all that good stuff. Like, no, we're here to learn, so let's learn. Number 16 is gonna help you so much, especially if you get sick or if you have to go on vacation or go home for an emergency, is talk to your classmates on the first day of school and get at least 1 or 2 people's phone numbers in the class. That way you have a person you can contact whenever you're gone or you're sick, so you can know what the lecture was, maybe get the notes from them. And also you might get a study buddy. That way you're not alone in that class. You're also making friends. So I really recommend on talking to people as soon as you get into class. Be friendly. Don't be over friendly though, don't, because some people are probably gonna be grumpy and tired, so. Number 17 is use ratemyprofessor.com. Now, if you are a person who's very picky about the professors, I really recommend using ratemyprofessor.com. It usually has most professors for colleges and universities, and it's literally reviews by students on like how their experience was. A lot of the times it tells you whether or not the book was required, was ever used or not, how they grade, if they're easy grade or hard grade. They give you so much information about the professor depending on, you know, what school you go to, and it helps a ton when you're picking your schedule for next year and you're able to see what teacher teaches the course. That way you can avoid like a really crappy teacher, or you can get a really awesome teacher who, you know, is probably very knowledgeable in the subject. Like, you learn a lot from ratemyprofessor.com, so I really recommend on using it to your full advantage. Number 18 is don't sign up for an 8 a.m. class. Now, I made this mistake my freshman year. I don't know why I did it. I think it was because it was political science, and I was like, oh, I want to take political science, why not? No. Like, honestly, it was so exhausting on having to wake up so early. Like, you would think you would get used to it since you always woke up so early in high school, but for some reason your body immediately shuts down and does not get used to that schedule anymore once you're in college, and like your body just wants to sleep all the time. I really don't understand it, but your body just wants to sleep all the time. So having an 8 a.m., it really sucks. It really sucks. Like, I can't even do a 10 a.m. anymore. I literally, my earliest class has to be an 11:30. Like, I can't do anything earlier than that for some weird reason. Like, I need to sleep in. Like, it's bad. So just don't take an 8 a.m. class. Like, it's gonna help you. Like, just don't do it. 19, this life hack is pretty new and I'm very excited about it. It's Cengage Unlimited. I recommend signing up for it if you have multiple Cengage online codes, access codes that you need to buy for your classes of the year. So if you guys don't know what I'm talking about, a lot of teachers use online homework as a way of like doing their homework and all that. And there's usually a few programs that they use doing that. Some is McGraw-Hill Connect, another one is Cengage. Now Cengage is really popular amongst college professors because there's a lot of, you can have the e-textbook on there, and you can have Applia assignments, homework, and all that. The thing is, these access codes are usually so expensive, like over $100, and I think Cengage finally realized how much of a damper that puts into college students' wallets, since we, we're all poor here. They created a new thing that's actually launching this August that I'm so excited for. It's called Cengage Unlimited. So you pay per semester $119, but that $119 gives you access to every single thing, about 22,000 titles and stuff like that. It gives you to MindTap, the Applia homework, the book, like all this stuff. So if you have like, let's say 3 classes that require Cengage product, and they're all adding up to over $119, I really recommend on doing it. That way you can save money. Last college life hack that I'm going to leave you guys off on is take advantage of your school's resources. Now, I know for my college, they have a career center, they have a health center on campus that is amazing. They have an optometrist. They just have so many resources on campus that really helps you. Career center helps with reviewing your resume, helps you doing interview exercises, helps you practice for interviews. Health center here on campus, you do pay a fee before it's included in your like tuition and all that, but they help you so much by giving you prescriptions that are literally only $2 and stuff like that than they would be over the counter. And let me tell you, if you're getting a little frisky because college culture, hookups are necessary, and you're not using protection, which you guys definitely should be, my campus offers Plan B for only $10 versus $50 at CVS and stuff like that. So really look into your campus resources, because you never know what they have. You never know how far they'll take you until you actually try. So I really recommend on taking advantage of them from the start. That's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you liked this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe, also comment down below any ideas you guys have for future videos, and until next time, bye!